this fantastic series of the Daf Yomi, page 42 on Masechet Bava Batra. That's Membet, naturally. And friends, we've been talking all about the concept of chazaka in previous pages in the Gemara. How someone could establish by being in a field or in a property for 3 years that they are potentially the owner. A certain individual. However, there's certain cases in today's page is going to talk about that's where the person, just by being there for 3 years, because they might have a different status, they're not like a regular commoner that could say that they bought the property or something else. If they had a previous strong connection with the owner, just by them working on the land and being on the land, that without any protest of the real owner, will not qualify them as a substantial claim to the land itself. They can't claim that because I was on this field over here for this certain amount of time, I am the owner. There's certain scenarios. What if he's a sharecropper? In those days, people used to work fields and get a percentage of them. So they had a reason to be on the field. They can't claim they were the owner because there was a reason why they could be there to work. If it's, say, for example, it's a son working on his father's field, naturally that's not proof of ownership. He is there because he's a son, and vice versa. What if it's a father of working on the son's field over there? He can't claim ownership by being on there without anyone claiming against him. What if he's a craftsman over here, a craftsman, or someone specifically that has a job, has some sort of role to do inside this property or inside this field or whatever it might be? They can't claim they're the owner if they weren't there, if they were there at some stage in time for the 3 years. And there's other case scenarios where different individuals, by an apitropos, someone that is a legal guardian of someone else over there, that's not proof of ownership if they are inside the specific land over there, because a legal guardian has a strong reason to be inside that area, that field or that property itself. So there's certain scenarios where a chazaka is not going to fall into place. There's two kinds of chazaka. There's a person that takes a kinyan of the ownership, like lives ownership and buys it, and there's someone that makes the chazaka by being in the land for 3 years. So by that person being in the land in 3 years, there's certain people that cannot count towards that, as we are relating in today's stuff. Just like those examples we've used, there's several other examples which is related in today's page inside the Gemara. And very interesting, these are all legal cases, very thought provocative. Many of the yeshivot, they learn these sugyot, these topics, especially when they are learning and grappling for morning classes, because there's so much lamdut, there's so much learning to it. It's a lawyer's dream, these actual pages of the Gemara, where it opens up the minds and really sharpens the mind and gets everyone going. So wishing you all a good day. I'd like to dedicate this Lilu Nishmat to Avihu ben Esther, who passed away just over 2 months ago. And please